When you're like in a room, just sitting there and no one else is in there, you're not alone still. So I lived with my mother when I was about 8, and she lived in St. George area. And she went to another Christian church, and I didn't believe in any of it, and I didn't really want to go. Well, she wanted me to get baptized, and so I didn't really have a choice. So after I was baptized, I didn't really feel good about it because, I didn't want to do it in the first place. But then I lived with my dad after, and he went to a different church. Well, then my sister started to have discussions, and my sister's friend, and so I wasn't alone doing it this time, and they would help me through it, and so I knew I was doing it with someone this time. So then I started doing more with the discussions, and I started participating and going with them. I loved them. They would teach me so much, and they were really welcoming to the church. Well, I've started praying and reading the scriptures, and I wanted to get baptized at this point. I felt the Spirit, and I wanted to join the church. So I just needed to find a way to say yes, but it's a lot harder to say yes than you think. And the next day, we had a discussion that I wasn't prepared for because I didn't know we were having that discussion that day. That discussion is the discussion that they asked me at the end if I want to become baptized. And so I got up the courage and I said yes. I've only been baptized for 2 weeks, and I've already seen so much more. I've gone to church and I've helped with a lot of things, and I thought that was all it's going to be, is I can do some more at the church, but everyone is so welcoming, and they were welcoming before, but now they're just so happy to see that I can make the decision that not much can make, and it felt a lot more than I thought it was going to. Like, I felt warm, and like I was getting hugged, and like a blanket was over me, and just all the time it felt like someone was there with me. It felt like I wasn't alone, and I like that about it. Before you were alone. It just opens up so much more doors, and I love it. So.